Is the surge working? I mean, you say it's not working politically, that even though militarily they've had some success. John McCain says it's working militarily and politically.
But what I've said is that tactically, General Petraeus has made significant improvement in terms of how our troops are deployed and how we are dealing with violence that was out of control in Iraq. And he deserves credit for that. And our military, which has performed brilliantly throughout, deserves enormous credit for that. What I've said is that our strategy continues to be a failed strategy. No one has answered the question as to how this operation in Iraq that has now lasted 5 years will have cost us more than $1 trillion and thousands of lives, how this has made us more safe. And that's a question that still hasn't been answered by John McCain or the president. What they talk about is, well, the consequences of failure, and then they point to a whole parade of horribles. But what I'm interested in is making sure that we are using our military resources as effectively as we can in a broader national security strategy that deals, for example, with Afghanistan, where al-Qaeda is stronger now than any time since 2001, that deals with the long-term threat of Iran and gives us leverage.
You've called for 1 to 2 combat brigades, right, leaving each month in consultation with commanders on the ground, 16 right, months total time. Senator Clinton says essentially you're saying one thing, but you're planning something else.
One choice in this election is Senator McCain, who is willing to keep this war going for 100 years. You can count on him to do that. Another choice is Senator Obama, who has promised to bring combat troops out in 16 months. But according to his foreign policy advisor, you can't count on him to do that.
She has been trying to get as much mileage off this. One comment from my former foreign policy advisor to the BBC as she can. Here's the bottom line. I have been consistent throughout about what my plans would be. What I've also said is that I will always listen to the commanders on the ground in terms of the pace of the withdrawal, because I care about the safety and security of our troops. I would not want to endanger them. And that is all that Ms. Powers was saying. And in fact, it's the same thing that Senator Clinton has said on more than one occasion. Now, if Senator Clinton wants to suggest that she is going to initiate a plan now and will ignore whatever advice she gets should she take office as president, then I want her to say that. Because that would be the height of foolishness, and it wouldn't lead to better security and safety for the American people. My commitment to end the war is one that dates back to 2002. Senator Clinton's commitment to end the war dates back to her decision to run for president. And I think the American people can make a decision in terms of who they really trust to want to bring this war to an end.